What's happening, guys? Welcome to the commission project. Tonight, we have with us, to my left.
Wendy, guys, how you doing?
All right, obviously you got the thorn among the roses, as always. But anyway, we have a special episode for you tonight, guys. We have a lady who has a lot of titles, okay? Educator, student, daughter, designer, trendsetter, okay? Her name is Paulina. Yes, you gotta say it like that. Paulina. All right. There's gonna be a meaning behind that name. We're gonna ask her later on if there's a particular meaning behind that name. I don't know. But anyway, we'll check it out. So, welcome to the commission project EP channel, Paulina.
Welcome, Paulina. So what we like to start off with first is just for you to let us know a little bit about yourself. So just give us a little, intro into the world of Paulina.
Cool. Well,
Yep.
Johnny just said it so beautifully, and I feel like now I need to step up.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, yes, I am a secondary school art teacher. I'm also a fashion designer, but mainly a textile artist. So
Okay.
I work with a lot of fabric and material to create work. I'm currently working on this really weird vase out of recycled shirts that will turn into a gift for an organisation or someone. I do a lot of workshops outside of school as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Teaching people how to sew.
Yep.
In a workshop with a friend of mine. Her name's Rocco.
Okay.
The
Shout out to Rocco.
Shout out to Rocco.
Rocco.
Yeah.
We've actually got workshops happening this weekend too. So
Okay.
we're teaching people how to sew and mend their clothes.
We got to announce that one later on. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
doing a lot of those things in the background while teaching, but mainly as a student, learning
Yeah.
how to become a teacher. I'm in my second year at the moment. So
Okay.
second year of being a secondary school art teacher.
Is that fun, like the learning part of it?
It's interesting.
Ah.
It's challenging.
How do you juggle it all though? Like if you're doing design workshops, if you're teaching, you're studying, you're just being a young person, like how do you juggle it all?
I think it was just what Johnny's mentioned before we started today, or this afternoon, that we find a way to do it all. Like it can be done.
Yeah.
And I think it is before starting this masters, because that's what it is.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm the first one in my direct family to be doing a master's, so it's
Wow.
like something.
Yep.
But to do that, it does take knowing how to manage your time. And I actually just had a conversation with my partner before coming here.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just need to work on your time management. That's all you need to do. Because I'll be up the day before doing my slides and then having no social life. And then coming to school and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. Woo! And I'm just at the end of the day. So there's a lot behind it, but I feel like there is that juggling act that happens a lot of the time. Constant, yeah.
Adult living is next level. When you're a child, it's so predictable. Get up in the morning, you eat, you play, you come back, you eat, you play.
Yeah.
When you become an adult, it's all of these things.
Other things you got to get done.
Yeah.
And
water the garden.
Oh,
Between all that.
it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad it rained last night because
Yeah,
I've been
me too.
forgetting to water.
I was like, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, that's good. So behind all of this, right, there's got to be a passion. What is because you got education there, you got teaching, you got obviously learning. The learning is for everything, right?
Absolutely.
Learning is forever.
Yeah.
Now you've got the part of what I would do if I had $1 million today and I didn't have to work no more. What is that thing? In this pool of everything, what is that one thing?
I think in the long run, it is to set up a studio facility for young people.
Yep.
To then give all of my skills.
Yep.
And the skills of my other people that I know, my social circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Through arts organisation that I also volunteered for over 7-ish years.
Okay.
It's called Connection Art Space. It's based in Dandenong.
Okay.
And they facilitate a lot of artist opportunities to exhibit, showcase,
Yeah.
and
That was
create
cool.
workshops.
That was good, yeah.
And at the time while I was volunteering, I was the marketing coordinator, and
right.
we were going to be pushed out of the space that we were using
Oh.
because Dandenong was going to sell the block.
Yeah.
In my brain, I was like, oh, I would want to buy this so badly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
If I had $1 million, I
Yeah.
would buy this building.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
a heritage lot with
Wow.
like a theatre and a studio, multiple studios,
Wow.
exhibition
Was that up
spaces.
near the like the back part of the train station?
Yes.
Yeah.
Walker Street.
Okay,
Gallery.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's that corner because
Yeah.
they're building a new one in Dandy,
Okay.
but they want to sell this to the public eventually.
Yeah.
And that's why in my brain, I'm really putting it out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you can hear me,
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, we'll do a
please.
shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need a
But-
business person out there that's going to catch the vision.
That's it.
And yeah.
Yeah, and also facilitate that because there's an organisation already there.
Yeah.
There's facilities to be taken up,
There you
and then
go.
there is a lot of skills to be shared. So
Yeah.
I feel like it would be such an amazing hub for young people to grasp and learn,
Yeah.
and more accessible too, because the train station's just a
It's
little
right
Oh,
there,
that's
yeah.
right.
It's just right there, yeah,
There
and it's
you
not
go.
hard at all. There's heaps of accessibility routes to it too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why in my brain, if I had that money, that
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
The first
my
thing.
my first thing.
Okay.
Oh, but somebody's out there, Paulina, that's got the money, 100%. They just need the motivation and the drive to
Yeah.
be like, okay, guys, let's channel this energy here, there, and everywhere. And I think with the headlines that are always popping up, youth crime, etc., this is one way that can contribute to getting our young people's energy directed in the right way.
Yeah,
Art. How is that?
Yeah.
And I think art works out for kids that don't, okay, how do I put this in a way that doesn't seem weird? Anyway, so some people are book smarts in the sense that they can power through mathematics, they can power through science, etc. But then some people are skilled in a way where they're just creative. They may not be that doctor, they may not be that surgeon or whatever, but you put something in front of them, they can create
Yeah.
a masterpiece. That's their strength.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's many facilities that kind of encourage that.
Mm.
So like that place could be just that hub where,
Yeah.
come on through, buddy. You may not be a doctor, but check this out.
Yeah.
You could be the next,
Absolutely.
what's a famous painter's name?
Picasso.
Yeah, the next Picasso. There you go.
Picasso. Or even if you want to go more local, you've got Aretha Brown.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
First Nations artist.
Nice.
Woman. Yeah, yeah.
There
So
you go.
I think that there's a lot of potential for that, but also I think about the students that we've got at the school that I work at,
Yep.
or that we work at.
Yep.
And I know that there's students that just want to draw all the time, and that's
Yeah.
what they
Yeah,
want to do.
yeah.
Mm.
And they couldn't care less about maths, science,
Mm,
English,
mm.
but they'll draw. They'll draw
Yeah.
on their bodies too.
Yes.
They have
Yes.
masterpieces walking around, and I'm like, that could be a tattoo.
Yeah.
That could also be a painting.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Make it bigger on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just expanding that, and I feel like expanding that further to then have a place that they could go
Mhm.
access for free of
Yeah.
charge to, would be just amazing.
Yeah.
Fine, right.
In the long run, we'll
Yeah.
see.
I believe.
Bring that to
Yep.
life.
So, what made you actually fall into this line of passion and work? Like,
Yeah.
who did you get it? Like, was it something in your family or
Like the arts or the teaching?
the art?
The art. I feel like
And
the
the
art
teaching,
and the
if you want,
teaching
yeah.
actually was always together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't really go to regular like daycare or kindergarten. I was at my grandma's.
Okay. Yep.
And while my parents were at work, it was also easier and cheaper.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the main one.
And she would teach me primarily, not necessarily my brother. My brother would be off with something.
Yeah.
Something that he shouldn't be doing, but something. Obviously still at the house, but I don't know where. And she'd be making glue from scratch. And these are like memories in my brain that are embedded.
Okay.
Like she was like the traditional glue that you'd make out of flour.
Oh my god.
And
Oh,
water.
okay. Like, yeah, the paste kind
Yeah,
of. Yeah.
it's like clag.
Yeah.
The old school clag. And she'd make it on the stove, and then she'd show me how to make it, and then she's like, "So see, this is so much easier and cheaper and rah rah."
Yeah,
you know.
Them
So,
old people are so
That's
smart,
it.
yeah.
And
Okay.
also I think it was just something that for her during that time while we were growing up, it was so important for her to share that knowledge with us
Yep.
Yeah.
and be able to give that back in a way that also fed her as well.
Yeah,
I think that's what teaching is too.
Yeah.
Because you're feeding that out, but you're also getting so much from that experience.
Okay, yeah.
You get better, I think,
That's it,
Come
yeah.
on, be a person.
And I think overall, it's not necessarily just the clag. It is also her drawing skills, her observation skills, her sewing too, and all of that. It just kind of like layered on top like a cake.
Yeah.
Over time, that I would bring my craft box to her house.
Oh.
I'm ready to make.
So cute.
But like I'll pack it and we use not even half of the things.
Yeah.
And she would just use probably this much out of this massive box.
Wow.
But she'd make this such an experience.
Yeah.
In my brain I was like, wow,
Jeez.
I need to bring more things. But like she'll only use this much.
Bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she'll make like a full day out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think learning from her and really being like embedding all of that knowledge back home too, where my parents they would just pull out anything and be like, okay, you can use this, you can use that to make have fun, keep making. And I'd keep making because I was like responsive to the fact that my parents were supportive for me to make. I feel like if I didn't have that environment, that wouldn't be that wouldn't have led me to where I am today, or even have that confidence to continue making or trusting my creativity.
That's it.
Because I think when I even have conversations with my partner about this, that he goes, oh no, I'm not creative. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Because we all are, right?
Yeah.
We all have that, and I feel that sometimes we get nervous or we get apprehensive at our creativity or reaching out for that as well. And I think sometimes it does come from that insecurity of expressing it because you didn't have that support to do so in the first place.
That
Sometimes.
makes sense. Yep.
But also it's just like being able to do it without fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I better not say that I'm not creative.
No, because you definitely are. I'm sure you are. Everyone is.
Yeah, Wendy, you are. There's a I forget it now. But Wendy went to when you made the cups and the arts and all that sort of stuff with the clay and the jars and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
What's that thing called? What's that thing called?
I painted a piece. Yeah. Oh, and I did a drawing. Remember there was an African piece that I drew.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like I've never tried. I've never drawn anything.
I think it was during COVID that I did that too.
Yeah,
you see? The thing that I picked up. Just
creative.
I started painting.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to work out what my creative ability is. I haven't found it yet. But I'm motivated. Talking to you, I'm motivated.
No, you're good at putting stuff together. Like making stuff work. Like I could say to Johnny, I need we had my nieces, for example, my niece had her 18th birthday party here. And we bought one of those long white marquee tents. It was just about this much too wide to fit out the back. Yeah. So Johnny spent the whole day, like he was cutting the pipes and putting everything together, and it fitted perfectly. So like his mind's like that.
Yeah, well that's called being brought up in South Africa. We got to learn.
Make things work.
You got to learn to be a trade person. We were taught as a community. You know what I'm talking about now.
Being resourceful.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
You got to be resourceful.
Yeah.
Anyway, that may be the creativity. Okay.
Yeah.
But I like what you said.
Yeah.
Trusting their talent. And I think some people have the talent, including myself, but don't trust it. Because it's like, I've got this idea or picture in my head. I want to do this. But, especially in our society today, I will be mocked. I will be teased. Our young people nowadays are very conscious of what other people say about them. Yeah. And I think that's what kind of maybe limits that creativity, is like that lack of, that trust. And I think you having your grandmother there, that was that connection. Yeah. And she was able to give you that confidence that, hey, look, try it. The mixture may not be perfect, but hey, just keep going. You know what I mean? And more mentors like yourself in the community will create that trust among our young people in the community, especially those who I know for a fact are talented, and they are out there. There's a lot of them. So if you're a millionaire out there, this is an advertisement. If you're a millionaire out there, we need you to invest your resources in gifts like this in these communities to help young people, so we can all be happy and safer because of your donation. Anyway,
So I was speaking to you earlier, and you mentioned that you've got a collab with Converse, or you had
Yeah.
had one. Can you tell us a little bit about that and
Yeah,
how
of
that came
course.
about?
Yeah. So that actually happened a couple of years ago now. I'd say maybe about 3 or 4.
Mhm.
So it's been a little while since
Yeah.
I was affiliated with Converse, but I signed on with them. I'm not going to even estimate the times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll send you guys that information later.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But I collaborated with them as an affiliate, so signed on with them.
Mhm.
Yep.
And we had a artist in residency first at their remake lab.
Yep.
Or at their lab on Smith Street, where I got to remake garments
That's cool.
out of recycled garments
Yeah.
from Salvos just down the road on
Wow.
Smith Street,
Okay.
and use shoes, Converse shoes, and
Yep.
deconstruct those shoes. I should have brought the jacket today, but you'll see some photos if you want me to send them.
Yeah. Please send us
Yeah,
those photos. Yeah.
And deconstruct the shoes to then embed it into the jacket,
Mhm.
What?
because then that actually came from an online, as you were mentioning, COVID. We did a lot of online work as well for Converse. I made this massive hat from a recycled cap from Converse. It's a really
Wow.
long, big, wide brim hat.
Okay.
Really exaggerated too, just really crazy. And yeah, it was the pairing to the hat, this jacket, and on the back it's like this corset lace up of the shoe.
Oh,
So we just
okay.
butterflied one of their shoes,
Mhm.
stuck it on the back, and then chucked some lace.
So what does that term butterfly mean?
So butterfly is when you cut. It's just like when you cut chicken
Chicken
in the middle.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
open it up.
Yep.
But it's the same thing
Okay,
for
man.
products.
I know you confused. Just go with it. Just go with it.
You're like, it's fine. It's fine. But
You butterfly a chicken.
yeah,
Yep.
even if you cut through the bottle in half, it's
Yep.
anything that you cut in half.
And flip it open.
And flip it
open.
Because it's the same on both sides, just like a
Okay.
butterfly. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we did with the shoe, except for the rubber sole. We took that off because it couldn't be sewn.
Yep.
And we just used the textile bit, so the uppers of the.
Yep.
I'm not wearing Converse, but the uppers of the shoe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that was sewn flat, and then the corset, which is the interlacing of the laces,
Okay, that joint.
to then pull it and create more of like a cinched back.
Okay.
That
It's
is
pretty
a
cool.
concept and a half.
And
Yeah.
then the rest of the jacket is actually deconstructible, so it's all laced up. So all the sides,
my
Okay.
God.
the sides are laced up,
Take it
and then
apart.
the middle is also laced up,
That
just
is
to
good.
make it look like a shoe jacket, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of work.
How did that come about though with Converse?
Online,
Mm-hmm.
they messaged me on Instagram.
Oh
really
wow.
randomly out of the blue. I didn't apply for anything or
Okay.
didn't do anything.
That is amazing.
And they messaged me, and at the time, I've shared before that it was more. It felt like someone was It felt like someone was like scamming me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep. I
and
get it.
my brother, he checked it for me because I wasn't sure,
Mm.
and he was just like, no, it's real. And I was like, okay, I'll just reply, I guess.
Yeah.
And then that kind of like snowballed into this whole affiliate program for almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
Yeah, and
That is
then did a couple projects, and then the very last project that we worked on before the end of my affiliate term
Mm-hmm.
was with my grandma, my mom, and me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was probably the best. Like, I have it as my desktop photo of my
Wow.
us three,
Yeah.
3 generations, and it was a generation shoe that they had released. It was
Okay.
what's it called, focused on sharing craft between generations.
Okay.
And the shoe itself, you could actually embroider because it came with a pattern on it, and then you could embroider it
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
Oh,
So
my.
it was a really beautiful
Jeez.
concept to be a part of as a last project before going into something else in my career.
Mm-hmm.
That I could also give my grandma that experience.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
A lady who does not speak a lick of English.
Oh wow.
She rocks up. She's like, wow, Paulina,
Yeah.
wow. Can you tell this younger? Like, what are they saying?
Okay, that is good.
Okay, that's alright. Like,
Yeah.
we'll talk.
That's the cutest thing
But she's
ever.
Let it smile. Let it smile.
Yeah, that's it. That's
That
it.
is cute. That
And
is
it was such a hot day too, so she's like, oh my gosh, like I hope I'm fine.
Aww.
She's very cute.
Yeah.
And then my mum was like, she was kind of like over the moon. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready for this.
Oh wow, there you go. Yeah.
So she had the time of her life too.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's
I
really
think because bringing it full circle, and probably didn't answer this at the start. My parents, just like every other immigrant South American parent or any first immigrant parents to this country, do not want you to be an artist. They don't want you to be
doctor.
Doctor, lawyer, dentist,
Psychologist.
psychologist,
Yep, there you go.
But not creative in the sense of, you know, a really unstable environment, unstable job that requires a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that takes a lot to even do.
Yeah.
It's risky.
It is really risky.
Yeah.
But I think my dad was really concerned, and he really wanted only the best for us, and he still does, obviously.
Yep.
And he was just more, I remember this conversation, he was really adamant that I would end up on the side of the street trying to sell work.
Basking there.
And he's just like, I don't want that for you. You need something else. So I was like, okay, graphic design.
Good move.
Okay.
So I was like, marketing, like, okay, maybe that feels more like a sturdier job, but I can still keep what I want on the side.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be phenomenal because those two things obviously work together, marketing and art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it took me to a really far place, and I got to bring them along with me on that journey too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Even bringing Mum into that campaign was massive because she was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've done this.
There you go. Yeah.
And that was just a really pivotal moment, especially being a lot younger than what I am now, even though I'm still quite young. It was this moment of like, this is real.
As a family.
And we can acknowledge that this career is capable, and it's more than doable. So
Love it. So your background, Chilean,
yeah.
So anyway, this is for all the immigrant families out there. It's the same story. African, Nigerian, South Africa, every immigrant parent, first generation, wants their child to be a doctor. Be a doctor. What is it with being a doctor? Anyway, but just to kind of encourage you guys out there as immigrant families, please trust your children's instincts as well. Advise, give them direction. But if they're showing some kind of flair in a particular area, especially in the creative space, just give them a push. You never know where they could end up. I know the typical thought is always doctor, lawyer, blah, blah, blah. But in the creative space, you never know. We got a product right here. Thanks to your granny. And okay, one more thing. Immigrant grannies, keep doing what you're doing. The best grannies ever. How's the advice I give?
It's so good.
Hey, it's like deep without a lot of...
It's so deep, but then there's also like really colourful spots. I don't know if you should have that. My grandma would be like, and like I ended up with your grandpa, and I'm like, but you love him, right? Yes, I love him. Yes, I like him. I believe you.
They are the best. Cannot be. Their medical advice. Oh my God. Their medical advice. My grandmother used to make a concoction, right? If you had like a tight chest, or you're coughing or whatever. I don't know what's it called, but it used to be like garlic, right? Garlic boiled and oil and something else put together to the point where I knew when I was sick, I never ever said I was sick. At all. Never. I just poker face it all the way through. I am not sick because I don't want that garlic thing. That's how they be. You gotta love them. Next level. Aye.
Alright, so guys, we have some pieces that Paulina has brought along for us to have a look at.
Please talk us through. What is this? What's it about? What's the story behind it? Meaning, etc.
Awesome. Well, I brought these pieces specifically because they mark different parts of my journey as an artist and different parts of me making as well. This first one, this denim vest, if you want to try it, Johnny, you can try it. Try it. So you just put one arm in there. Other one. Yep, it's a chest piece. Oh, I don't know if it's going to fit.
Them biceps, right?
We can just pretend like it fits.
Yeah.
But
if not, the biceps on.
If not, I'll put it on and I'll show you what it looks
like. Oh my hard work.
It's meant to be like across the body.
Okay.
So chubby.
I like this.
He's like, oh, maybe you want to take it off. Sorry. Okay.
So it sits halfway across the body.
Yeah. So it's a piece that is more like a chest piece to almost like a protection piece. But it's like a chest piece right there.
Cool, then you got the pockets right
Has
here.
a little pocket.
Yep.
So this was my very first piece that I spent like hours
Wow.
back in uni when I was doing my first degree in visual arts and design. And it was a full collection of denim. So this was the first piece, but I made full sets. So I had a vest, jacket, jeans, skirts, bag, everything you can think of. I made it. And it was in a custom display space that my dad helped me build.
Wow. Okay.
He built these covers over these sinks because it was like a disused area.
So that is very handy.
Very handy.
Once again, guys, immigrant parents. What can't they do?
And this is actually an homage, as I was mentioning before, to my parents because it's
Beautiful,
denim, because denim is workers' wear, and my parents, their first jobs here were cleaners. So
that's a story.
yeah, so
Okay.
being cleaners or home cleaners, I still have the smell of Windex really clearly in my nose.
Yeah, I can imagine.
When my mum would like deep clean homes for like
Wow.
pennies.
Yep.
And me being really little, she'd just sit me up on the counter while she was cleaning.
Yep.
Not all the time. That sounds like a hazard, but it's not. It's not. I just have that memory of that day, and that's what actually really embedded itself into my practice when I started. Because if I didn't bring my family along with me, if I didn't embed that into my practice or the way that I carried out myself as an artist, it wasn't going to work out for me because I wasn't being true to the point of me being an artist meant that I wanted to bring them along with me. So that's why I started off.
And I'm assuming you had to design it yourself, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So
From
this
scratch.
is all from scratch.
Yep.
This chest piece. I also got a lot of inspiration from Virgil Abloh, who has passed away since. He created the brand called Off-White.
Okay.
And he had a lot of these really beautiful, intricate chest pieces that look like half bulletproof vests.
Okay.
But also
yeah,
like really decorative pieces that adorn the vest, adorn the chest, which is such a beautiful and also sacred space of every human being. That's where your heart is, your soul is, your spirit. And that was where it started for me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come back to this because this should be last.
Okay.
But then we can get into when I started at RMIT. I was at RMIT for a couple of years before I dropped out doing fashion design. And my very first assignment, but very much me taking it very seriously, I wanted to embed text that I got from my mum. So text that I would get from my mum that were really concerned if I was okay. Like, are you okay? And then I wanted to use the same, because these are recycled shirts from RMIT's Ask Me About Enrollment t-shirts.
Oh, wow.
They're uniforms. So instead I used the text and I put it together in a different way to reword into the text that my mum has sent me.
Okay.
And this is spelled backwards, so new look.
Okay.
It's when she would send me photos of her hair when she gets it done.
Oh my god.
And then wow, when I've ever told her something of like chisme, like gossip.
Yep.
Or like wow, as in like wow, I can't believe, that happened. But yeah, are you okay? It's probably my favourite because it sits over the heart.
Yeah.
And it's always that concern. Obviously it's my mum.
Out of
very
love,
much.
yeah.
So yeah, and it's also made out of recycled shirt. So that was
Yeah,
go for it. Yeah. So that was the focus there, and then this one was very much going a little bit crazier.
Okay,
With, more garment design as well. That I use the sleeves in multiple ways. So you can put your arm through this sleeve, just like a regular t-shirt, or you can have a long sleeve.
Yeah, there you go.
Two sleeves just attached to the body.
Okay.
And then the rest of these like ruching detailing is all that goes under like the chest.
Yep.
And then towards the back as well.
That's
They're all
fancy,
sleeves.
yeah.
They're all sleeves that just sit on top to create that effect. But this was all part of the same collection for the same assignment.
Okay.
But I just felt like it just needed a moment because it took a lot of time.
Yeah, character. Yeah, there you go.
And it's also just added. It looks like it. Yeah, it's just been added to the original T-shirt.
I like
just
it.
Extended.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was just a lot more fun than anything. But yeah, playing with those silhouettes and playing with the ideas behind what a T-shirt really is, the functionality of a T-shirt, and also, I don't know. I feel like my dad is always really adamant that if you need to wear, a clean T-shirt, and your T-shirt needs to be crisp. And this is anything but crisp. So, and if anything but beautiful, it's probably really chaotic. So that's why it's also really confusing. Where do you put your arms?
And I like different sizes too.
Yeah, exactly. Different sizes of sleeves as well. Yeah.
Mm.
And this last one, I was having a bit of an existential crisis while I was doing this. I was working quite a few jobs at the time. Again, being an artist isn't obviously a walk in the park. You have to work a lot in order for that to happen. I was working about 3 jobs at the time.
Oh wow!
Volunteering on top of that, and working freelance and studying. So I was doing fashion design as well. And I felt like I was married to the job.
Okay.
Felt like I was married to work.
Yep.
So that was very much where this full conundrum happened, where the marriage had happened between the work and the experience that I wanted to gain, but it just felt like it was becoming one.
Oh my.
So I feel like we, as a shared people, sometimes can feel like we are sometimes married to work, or work is life, or you're married to the commitment that you've made. And yes, I did deface a really old wedding dress from Savers.
It's a wedding proper.
It's a proper wedding dress from Savers, and I deconstructed it and put it together. But it was more out of love for what that feeling is like, and I also said a prayer before deconstructing it, and I was just like, I'm so sorry.
That's it. It's good.
But I even put the house that the wedding dress came from.
I was not asked about that.
Yeah.
That's from the dress, okay.
That's the original house of the dress.
Oh,
so
wow.
the designer, Henry Joseph from Sydney, and then the RMIT logo is still present in there.
Nice.
But yeah, this one's been worn by a couple artists as well.
You're joking.
No, it's been worn by some artists for exhibition presentations and things. So I've done actually quite a few little styling episodes with my things. And last but not least, it has been my little collaboration with City of Greater Dandenong, their arts in Greater Dandenong, where this design is printed and almost like, not laminated, but printed and stuck onto a t-shirt. But it says La Hora de Arte. It is a sewing needle. The map of the City of Greater Dandenong and all of its main roads. And it looks really funky because it's actually a sewn piece. So this design actually came from an original embroidery that I made. And they scanned it and created the print. So that's why it looks really funky, because
it's so cool,
it's meant to look like it's embroidered. But yeah, so they had this merch for about 2 years, I believe. I don't know if they've finished it or decommissioned it or not. Not yet, I'm not too sure. And it says for dreamers and makers. So it's for all of the artists in the southeast. And I got to put my little Zam studio.
Nice, there you go, represent.
Yeah, and arts in Greater Dandenong as well. So yeah, that was my very last kind of full circle moment where my grandma still lives to today in the same house in Dandy. And we frequented Dandy throughout me growing up as well. There's a lot of really key spots growing up, the bakeries, Spanish schools, all of that felt like parts of home, or parts that connected us all at the time, and also till this day. So again, all full circle moments that still connected back to the story of my life, but also me as a practitioner, as an artist too. So only from here, this is where I'm coming from, and then where I'm going is very different to where I came from. So
It's a lot of history though. Yeah.
huge
This is
history. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is also the first time that I've brought out pieces from the archive just to talk about them.
Yep.
Because previously, all I've done was either worn them or had them on show and then taken them home. So, having this archive conversation is a little bit different because you get to put a little bit more context behind the work too. So, thank you.
That's good.
All right, so thank you so much for showing us your pieces. Guys, this is actually take 2 because Wendy forgot to press record. So we're repeating ourselves. So for me, I really loved the black t-shirt with the city of Greater Dandenong on it. Like you'd never have known that was a map of it. And I think the meaning behind it all for me was like really important too because you could see it was close to your heart. And of course the vest that Johnny tried on so graciously.
My biceps.
Your biceps are too big for it.
I think it's the homage to like your family. Yeah, so that's beautiful for me. But I love all of the pieces. I just think out of them all, I think those two, with the meaning and everything behind it. So
And like
I
that
really
vest,
appreciate it.
that best represents the beginning of your art career, if you may, and also it was symbolic of your beginning with the family. Like you literally had Nan started out for you, get you into the game, get you into like loving it, and based on observation, you first seen her enjoy it, and then you fell in love with it, and you've taken over. That's powerful. And of course, Dandenong, man. Dandenong is so underrated. I'm telling you, Dandenong is so underrated. That's the spot right there. And the writing is in Chilean. Spanish. What does it say?
La obra de arte, so the work of art.
The work of art.
Yeah, so la obra is also, it can also be not only the work, but it could be the artwork as well.
Okay.
So la obra de arte is defined in 2 ways. So the work of art, the physical painting sometimes, or even photos, that could be la obra. But it's also the act of making work. So the work of art.
Okay.
Physical work.
And I like the wedding dress that was symbolic of I'm married to this.
Sometimes you're married to the job. Sometimes it feels like that. Especially if you spend enough time dedicated to the job. It can feel like a chain or a link that's holding you down.
That's
I'm not
powerful.
saying marriage is like that at all. I'm not saying that. There's a little love.
All love. That's it.
There's a little love. But like this was used in a different context.
And you say that a few of your friends or some people wear it at like art exhibitions, art shows and all that sort of stuff.
I've rented it out to a couple friends and other artists too, who wanted to wear something different and unique, and also challenge other things and put their own meaning through the clothes too. And I think that's what's also really beautiful when you're making clothes with meaning that holds a lot of purpose for you, and then someone else changes and shifts that into their meaning or their intention or purpose. It holds a different context and it means something different then. So it's really powerful in that way, and I think that's also the beauty in design, in wearable art.
Okay, that's powerful. So before we round up, question. I'm a young person. I got this thing in my heart. I feel that I've got like an idea when it comes to art. I get like pictures in my mind, or got like a feeling that I'm kind of, interested in getting into art and all that. How do I know if it's worth pursuing that desire, that dream?
Well, I'm really biased because I'm an art teacher, so I'm like, it's always worth pursuing.
There you go.
It's always worth creating, and it's always worth engaging with the art making and the craft. But I think it is that burning or even burning or yearning, but very much burning to create and to just make, and that's the thing that sets your heart on fire. And if it's not that, then what is it? And figuring that out for yourself. Because that in itself is the passion. That's where it lies, and that's where your time and your essence as a person is going to be like valued the most by yourself.
Okay, fair.
Because otherwise you're going to be spending time doing things that you don't like, and you're like, why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah.
And you'll be, you know, constantly like hitting your head against a wall that you're not enjoying and you're not going to enjoy ever. But it is almost like trusting that passion, the thing that sets your heart on fire, is worth pursuing. It's worth trying. Even if it fails, try it anyway.
At least you've tried.
Yeah.
Fair.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fair.
Because you never know. I feel like when you go into art and you think, oh, I'm going to be a painter. I really want to paint. I'm going to be a painter. You end up being a ceramicist.
Yeah,
creating sculptures. Or working as a lino printer or printmaker. Like, there's so many other alternatives. Or even muralist. You can become a muralist. You paint murals. And it doesn't have to be just that line of work of like, I need to create beautiful work. It can be anything. So opening up yourself to that opportunity of, okay, I'm going to try this thing and realize that this is a gateway to a full like experiment of art. And that's what art is. You're constantly experimenting and creating. So why not try well and fail even better.
Fair. And guys, if you're listening out there, at least you kind of know now, right, that there are resources out there. When I say resources, people out there that you can reach out to who can help you navigate that passion or desire you have for art. Because sometimes it's a thought, it's a dream, it's just that weird desire you have. You feel like an attraction to like the pencil and a piece of paper, and you may need somebody to help you navigate that part. There are resources out there. Paulina's gonna give us a few places that we can go to. She's gonna give you her website, etc., where you can jump on there and just check it out. And also, like on our channel, you can just put a comment there. You can send us a message, and we can try to connect you to folks who know. Because don't give up just because you feel it can't be done. It can be done. There are people that can help you do it. Use them resources. We got one right here.
So, we're big on shout outs. So, who would you like to shout out? I know Johnny's got one for us.
Oh, yeah. So, now if you know me, you know I love old people. I love senior citizens. I believe that senior citizens are not treated the way they should be treated. That's just my belief. We are here today because of our senior citizens. That's it. You can like me or don't like me. I love senior citizens. Whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, I was raised by senior citizens. That's why I love them. So your grandma, what was her name again?
Maria Rosa.
Maria Rosa.
Or Nani.
Or Nani.
Yeah.
Okay. She's the one that inspired you.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout out to Maria Rosa. Nani, we love you. You are come on the channel watching this. Thank you for raising a lovely granddaughter who's become such a good role model. Keep it going. Peace.
Thanks,
That's so cute. Alright, who would you like to give a plug to? Shout out?
Definitely shout out and plug to Rocco. Well, probably before that, shout out to my parents. My mum and dad. I really should have done that. Shout out to my parents. Love you very much, and thank you so much for your support. And growing with me, allowing me to grow into this path. But also shout out to Rocco. We've got workshops happening the end of this week and also further into next month. So if you check out Rocco, just RACO, on Instagram or even on her website as well, you'll see where you can find us and learn how to sew or build on your sewing skills, embroider, and even if you want to just have a gang of people that want to sew with you, you can also find us and we'll be happy to chat and hang out. And also Zam Studio, that is my little studio hub on Instagram, so ZAM Studio, and that's where I'll post all of my other up and coming projects. Anything else that will be exhibited this year will be on there. Perfect. And definitely be able to get in contact with me. It's just paulinazamorano.com as my website. If you want to reach out, or even reach out through your channel as well. But happy to answer any questions you might have.
Awesome.
Magical.
All right, so thank you, Paulina. Thank you so much for joining us. I learnt a lot, actually. Yeah, about passion and following it. Yeah. So, guys, if you've made it to the end of this video, which I'm sure you have, please can you ensure that you like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and also set the notification, you know, the little bell that goes ding, ding, ding. Set that so that every time we have something new come up, you'll be notified of it first. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Paulina. Thank you, Johnny, once again. And we will catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace out.
All right, take 2.
Woo!
We did it!
Let's do it one more time.
Oh, gosh. Black, no.